Jackson State quarterback JaCobian Morgan. JaCobian, big year last year, man, and you went through some adversity, I would say. There was a QB rotation early, banged up in the SWAC championship. How satisfying was that Celebration Bowl performance, man? Because there was a lot of talk of who Jackson should start going into the Celebration Bowl. Was that just I would say the validation you needed, man, to prove that you're the best quarterback in this conference?
Yeah, adversity is what you're going to go through, and I respect everything that happened. You have a great quarterback room like that. You got to see what those guys are about. So just being able to push through that and come out on top, like you said, is a wonderful feeling because at the end of the day, everything paid off. So, everything that happened for a reason. God got me. So I was blessed in the end.
They call you the General, man. Where'd that nickname come from? Who gave it to you? Where did it originate from?
It came from Coach Gillum. My 10th grade year. Coach Gillum is one of the best announcers to this day. He has a great voice for the game and a great mind. So Coach Gillum, that's my guy. I love him to death. And him giving me that name made me run with it, made me give that alternative guy to turn on for the football game. So, yeah, Coach Gillum.
When you look at the offense overall, man, you're going to have one of the best weapons core in the country, man. You got Fortillion, you guys add Rembert from Mississippi Valley State, Savage is coming back, Janalen Dupree's coming back, offensive line should be pretty good. Where's the ceiling for you this year, man? Yeah,
the ceiling is another Celebration Bowl. With all those guys with all that talent, you have a legitimate shot of going back. So with a mind like TC, Coach TC Taylor, you have a wonderful shot to go back. So as long as we buy in, and which they have, as long as we continue to buy in and continue to grind every day, we're going to be right back where we want to be.
What is TC like behind the scenes, man? We know, obviously, offensive play caller, man. How tough is he on you, man? And what is he like in those closed-door meetings as he's getting you ready to go play on Saturdays?
Yeah. Coach TC is a wonderful person to be around. It's like, you want that he turns it on and he turns it off. So once you off the field, he's just like your OG. You love to be around. He's going to give you games, going to play with you, he's going to make you laugh. But when you're on this field, he's about business. And that's just the way it got to be, You can't come out there lollygagging. You can't be, because he knows the standard. We all know the standard. So TC is the standard, and we have to live up to it. Now, when you're off the field, like you said, you can have your fun. You can do whatever. But when you're on that field, when you step, when you put them cleats on, it's time to go work.
What was the biggest thing you wanted to improve on in your game going into this final year?
The biggest thing I would say is less than my game, but it's more about me as a person. I would say my leadership, just being able to, hone in on the guys when things might not look the best for us, but knowing that, adversity will come and we have to stand up and fight through it. So just being a better leader. But, I'm following TC, so he's the best leader I've ever met in my life. So, I'm getting coached right. Everything's going to happen right, and everything to be that leader is going to happen.
Last question, man. There's a lot of talk about you being on draft boards after this year. What's some feedback that you've gotten from the scouts in terms of what you need to do to put yourself in that position to be the next player from Jackson State to either get drafted or even make a roster at the next level?
Just being more consistent in my feet work, marrying up my feet work to the game, marrying up my feet work to the routes. And being able to, elongate plays. Everybody needs a playmaker on the team, but, when to be a playmaker and when to take the 4 yards instead of scrambling around. And, so just being a smarter player and, like I said, my feet work.